Yep, okay. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Diamond Zone. And I trust everybody had a great Father's Day. I had a fabulous Father's Day with my two girls. Got lots of great stuff, Jordan gear and Nike stuff and nice shirts to wear. So I'm a spoiled daddy. We had a great day. And now let's talk about the close of business. Obvious today is closeout day, the end of the pay cycle. So we want to make sure that today should be obviously people just getting their orders in. And you know, here's what you have to understand. A lot of people wait to the last minute in order to make their decision. It's just what it is. In any sales organization, the last 3 days of every month or every pay cycle or however they do it, 40% of the revenue of the month comes in the last 3 days. It's just what it is, okay? But you got to be prepared for it. And I know when I was at Bally's, we had closeouts. The last 3 days were always the 3 biggest days of the month. If you look at car sales, if you look at retail sales, it's the same thing. So just understand, that's just part of the game. But all the people you have in the funnel that haven't made a decision, we have to be the ones that reach out to them and get them started. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today. So we want to make sure everybody is getting all the volume in possible for today. We're going to be in Las Vegas this week, obviously. A lot of us are, and that's going to be a tremendous event. Once again, it's not too late to get your tickets. If anybody does need tickets, I think there's a couple of people on this call that still have the best price tickets available. I guess they call them half price tickets. So if you guys want to use your chat, if you guys need tickets, let us know and we'll hook you up with the right person. Also, Lisa and I were discussing it, and you know, we have a big suite and we're having a suite party on Thursday. So there's going to be a 6:30 opportunity presentation Thursday night for people that have guests in the Las Vegas area. If you want to bring them to a presentation, that will probably go to 8:15. Immediately following, okay, we're going to have an open house at our suite, and it was team developer. But we want to meet everybody. So team builder, you just have to be a team builder in order to attend the suite party. So after talking about it, I said, you know what? Okay, we talked to you guys online. We really want to interact with you guys. So if you're a team builder, you could come to the suite party. So what a lot of people will be doing after the opportunity presentation, they're probably going to get a bite to eat and then come up to the suite party because we're going to have drinks and just network. I'm telling you guys, bring your cameras. You're going to want, it's going to be great marketing to bring your camera and put this stuff on Facebook, because we have an unbelievable suite with a pool that jets out overlooking Las Vegas. Okay, so you're going to want to be there. So if I was coming and I wasn't a team developer, I would make sure, okay, that you get your first 2 in and get to team builder right away. Jeff, we don't know each other, but want to join and make my website. What? Jeff, hi, we don't know each other, but I want to join and make my website. Okay, well, that's good. All right, well, I'll call you right after, okay? Okay, so understand that, everybody? Okay, be at the suite party. You do not want to miss it, and bring your phone or your best camera. You're going to market this to all the people back home. All right, what else? Got the tickets. Oh, also, as you know, there's special seating. If you hit gold or platinum today, gold or platinum, and you bring the proof that you're gold or platinum, special seating in Las Vegas. I know Caitlin is there. She's going to hit gold today, and so she's going to have special seating at the event. So understand those are the different things. What I want to talk about today, guys, is I want to talk about closing. I want to talk about how to get people to make a decision. And because I think a lot of people out there, okay, what you hear all the time, and by the way, here's our income disclosure. I think everybody's very familiar with it, right? I love it. Okay, I actually signed up 2 people this weekend. Some of you saw my post on Facebook. I said, here's my secret to closing. And I put the income disclosure notice, and I had people respond and say, tell me more about your business. So I'm just telling you, people want transparency, guys. People want real. And the more real you are and the more genuine you are, the better you're going to build your business. And remember, building your business, and Lisa and I are going to do a segment on this in Las Vegas. Building your business is working your business like it's going to end tomorrow, but last forever. Okay, you follow? It's urgency, but it's consistency. It's building your business every day. It's not just going full force for 3 days or 1 month and you hit a ranking, then all of a sudden you just say, well, I'm done. It's consistent effort. It's consistency with filling up your funnel, right? It's working with your people. And there's different hats you're going to wear, right, as you develop your business. And the one hat you never, ever want to give up is the recruiting hat. You always want to have new blood being entered into your business. But when you bring in the new blood, okay, you have to make sure you're getting them working right away. Because some of us stop when we bring the new person in and we take a deep breath. We go, oh, I got somebody. But see, here's the good news. You got somebody. You got somebody, and you have to find out. You guys know, right? You've been on these calls long enough to understand. You got to now find out what you caught, right? Did you catch somebody who's going to do nothing? Did you catch somebody that's going to be frozen? Or did you catch somebody that wants to go to work? And so follow-up cuts both ways. Follow-up happens after somebody sees a presentation. But then there's a follow-up. A lot of people miss that follow-up. But then there's the follow-up once people make the decision. Either way, you have to get with people immediately. I used to say 24 hours. I'm telling you, you need to get with people immediately after a call, after you know they attended a webinar. Once they press the buy button, they need to hear from you. Immediately, that welcome letter should be in their hands. And it's not just sending the welcome letter. It's the welcome letter and a phone call to welcome them to the team. You guys, you got to start to mirror what's being said on the calls. Okay, how many times have you guys seen or watched the presentation? And I say, listen, do you want to build your business slow or fast? Perfect. I want to set up the working rules because I want to get you to team developer. How many times have you guys heard that? Well, then you have to mirror that same thing that's being said. Because don't you want to work with people that want to go fast? Sometimes we're the ones holding the new person back. Or sometimes we're the one not following up correctly. And I'm not saying it's everybody, but I think everybody right on this call could do a better job at follow-up. Let's just call it what it is. So tonight, I forgot this. Tonight, of course, you all know, it's Monday night. Let's really promote, okay, tonight's call to close out the pay cycle. You all know where to get it. It's on the Facebook page. I think everybody on this call is a friend of mine. Okay, if not, let me friend you so you could get all the different calls that we do. So just go to Facebook. It's Jeff Giamalva, okay, and you could then copy and paste that to as many people as you can, okay? Now, when we go through the presentation, and we're expanding people's vision, right? When I showed this particular slide, I'm trying to get people to understand what we do, right? All we do, as you all know on this call, is we're going to teach people how to build their own consumer base. You all do know this, right? The most important thing in business is a consumer base. Once you have the consumer base, you could feed that consumer base a lot of different products. But see, what makes our consumer base stick in network marketing is a lot of people within that consumer base are vested to promote our product. Why? Because we're getting paid. That's why you have a loyal consumer base. That's how Amway does between 10 and $13 billion a year. They have a very loyal consumer base. And once you build the base, right, the company will feed that base different products. See, you got to be able to explain to people, because a lot of people don't understand this industry, but they do understand business. So we have a very unique opportunity because our base is being built on something the industry has not seen. This is why there's so much speed right now with people getting involved. And yeah, we talk about a simple 2-minute video, but guys, do you understand the message? See, I'm talking to you a little bit differently. You want people, as they listen to the presentation, here's all you want. I can do that. You don't want to make this thing difficult. You got to dummy this thing down. That's all I want people to say. I want people to go, there's got to be more to it. And I keep going back to, no, it's just a 2-minute video. Because doesn't that initially open the door? But make no mistake, sending out a 2-minute video gets the door open. Well, how do you get the door wide open? You got to expand their vision. Yes, you got them to watch the 2-minute video. Now what? Or a lot of you are saying the same thing. I'm sending out thousands and hundreds. Guys, listen, it's numbers. Until you embrace that and accept it and learn how to run numbers, right? It's a hot and cold type of a business. Okay, we just have to have that mechanism. But what I want you guys to know is the company is going to be producing many different products. There'll be no shortage of products, trust me. This is the most important thing in your business. Your base, right? And remember, you're building 2 teams. And I don't care if you have a power leg, you can't think that way. Okay, you got to be responsible for building your 2 teams. And you got to have it in your mind. And I'm telling everybody this, and I'll say it on stage in Las Vegas. This is an 18-month commitment. Minimally 18 months of consistency. Now, you could just hang out, right? And you could do whatever you're going to do, but it goes back to what is it do you want out of this business? And then the work ethic has to match, right, what you want. And that's why that income disclosure is so powerful, right? People want the results without paying the dues. And everybody has their level of paying dues, right? You saw that training last week. If you're brand new in the industry, maybe the dues you're paying for the first 6 months is believing in yourself. Well, there goes 6 months. What if you made no money for 6 months, but then in the 7th month, you had a belief system? Was it worth the 6 months? Right? It's like me. If I decide to take up golf tomorrow, I'm not going to shoot a 72, right? Because I'm a horrible golfer. I get a club in my hand, I would have to pay my dues. Am I not right? I'd have to pay my dues and go shoot a 200 first, right? And then get back to the golf course and go back to the driving range. Every day, every day, every day. And maybe 18 months later, I'd break 90. I'm just using that as an analogy. But you could use that analogy, but see, some people think, okay, I'm just gonna get involved and I'm gonna make Chanita and Nat money. You guys, there is something, but this simple 2-minute video is what we know everybody can do. And that's all you want. You want people to say, I can do that. That's the purpose of a presentation. So I try to make it real simple, okay? Now, once they do that, then you show them the concept of how people climb into the compensation plan, right? And if you listen to how we do it, we want to get everybody to diamond. I'm setting this up for you. All this leads to getting people to make a decision. Every slide leads people to making a decision. Because if I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do a presentation and show people the business plan, everybody, you're all going to see if you get started is how to get to diamond. Because a diamond does 10,000 points in a pay cycle. And on one bonus, how many times you've heard me say this, you make 20% of that. Isn't that 2,000 a week? Times that by 4. That's 8,000 a month. I'm planting a seed. So when you do your follow-up, what's going to be your message? Do you want to go slow or fast? I'm going to work with you to help you get to team developer. We're going to get that done. But I want to show you the plan on how to get to diamond. See, I'm taking them away from spending money to earning money. A lot of us, the focus is, what package are you going to start with? That should be a foregone conclusion. I don't care about the $2,000 that you're going to start in order to get your product. I'm going to show you how to make $2,000 a week. Do you want to talk about spending $2,000 or earning $2,000? It's the message. And a lot of people here is what? Spending money. Spending money. So that's why you get the objection, I have no money. You know what your comeback needs to be to that? That's exactly why you need an opportunity. If you don't have $2,000, John, and you've worked 30 years, means you could not save $5 a month. You need an opportunity. That's the exact reason you need to make a decision. See, but everything that we're talking about needs to be what? The support and how we're going to get you to change your financial situation. That's the setup here, guys. And when you're going through the packages, right, I'm going to show you this in a second. And when we start talking about, right, a box set, because a lot of you are going to be doing this today. If someone wants a box set, how do I set this up? Well, that's someone that's going to really be a consumer. Someone who's going to build a business is either going to pick a family pack or a premium pack. And now, do you see what we're doing now? If someone buys a premium pack and they get 6 helos, and they put one on their wrist, and they're worried about the money, then let's sell the other 5. Let's sell the other 5 if that's really an issue, which, by the way, you'll find out is not. In most cases, they're just throwing it out as an excuse because they've lived their life through procrastination. That's how most people live their life. That's why they are where they are, because they didn't have the ability to make decisions to get them out of their situation. So you're dealing with that same person. So if I can map out a way for you to recoup your cash and become profitable, and I'm going to be working with you, do you see how this could help people go over the top and make that decision? If they don't buy a premium pack and they buy a family pack, or they buy the BioZen, but I don't make this a big deal. I'm going to give direction, and I'm going to assume the sale. I'm going to assume the sale. Okay, now here's what I mean by that. If I call somebody back after they've seen the whole presentation and we show the value of the loyalty, right? And then we let people know, right, really what they're buying. How many times have you seen this slide? Do you recap this when you sit down with somebody or you're making the follow-up call? I'm walking people through. I'm a consultant. Listen, John, okay, with that premium pack, I want you to understand something. You're starting a business and you don't have traditional overhead, right? You don't have employees, but you know you have different tax advantages you could take advantage of because you're starting this company. My accountant told me my initial product that I bought is a write-off. So now what am I doing? I'm showing the value of owning the own business. Do you understand, John? You've worked for somebody your whole life. Do you know just the tax advantages that you're going to be able to take advantage of will offset the cost of even the opportunity here? On average, you have people writing off $7,000 to $10,000 a year that they couldn't write off before. And I always tell people, talk to your own accountants. But now, John, understand, I want to get you earning immediate income. Now, what amount of money, John, is going to make a difference for you? Because you said you're going to do this spare time, part-time. Get an answer. Jeff, if I can make an extra $1,000 a month, plant the seed. He said it. Okay, that's $4,000 a month extra. That's $50,000 a year that we're going to put you on a business plan for. And that could go much higher than that, John. Because as you add people, you can't control their dreams and desires. Because if you had 2 people take off and want to earn $50,000, you're making $100,000. See, now what am I talking about? Earning money, earning money, earning money. I'm taking them away from the premium pack. Because this is what it's really about, John. Okay, you just told me you've worked 30 years. There's no hope. You've hit the glass ceiling. You're doing this because you need to change your financial situation. And the residual income is what we're going to build. But here is the value, John. The value is me, brother. I don't care if you've made not one dime. You need to be able to say this. I'm here every step of the way. If you don't have the confidence, sell your uplines experience. Do you know who sponsored me? 2 people with 24 years of experience. Do you know who sponsored them? Someone who's a presidential millionaire. This is the support team you could count on. There's turnkey programs here, John. I'm going to show you the weekly calendar of events that you're part of. Now, do you see how I just built the value? You need to recap this. You just don't call people up and go, okay, here's my link, sign up. How many people actually do that? You got to walk them through it again. And this is how you improve your skills. That's why I'm a stickler, and I'm going to train on this again when I do my piece in Las Vegas. Because I do believe this shows the value way past the helo. Did you guys hear last night's call? Is the value of buying a McDonald's franchise how great their hamburgers taste? God knows that's not true. The value of the $1 million that you pay for a McDonald's franchise is the system. You're buying the system. If everybody based that $1 million on the taste of the hamburgers, McDonald's would not sell any franchises. You say, well, some people like McDonald's hamburgers. Well, obviously they do. My point is, they have a proven system for success. that people will spend $1.2 million for to make, on average, $150,000 to $200,000 a year. That's what the average McDonald's franchise owner earns. 1.2 million out with all the overhead, all the employees. And if the employees don't show up, the owner's cooking the hamburgers. Now let me ask you a question. What's this opportunity worth? What's it worth? If you know there's an example of someone making 7 figures a month, would someone buy that type of opportunity for a premium pack? This is your attitude when you call back your people. But you got to walk them through this. I don't care how monotonous it is. Monotonous? Was that the word? Okay, whatever. Okay, my point is, okay, you got to show people what they're really getting. You got to take them off of spending money to earning money. You got to show them what comes with their package. People think all they're getting, they're worried. If people are worried about what do I do at six kilos, you haven't expanded their vision. I don't know. What am I going to do with it? Wait a minute. We're going to show you how to we're going to show you how to build $1 million company. Do you think we're going to move 6 kilos? You got to have this in your repertoire. Take a picture of this slide. You got to go through it when you call your people back. Right? And then you just walk them through the same thing they went through. We got to start now just being assumptive. I don't say where do you start. I say, listen, we got to get you to team builder. So let's start thinking about our first 2 people. I still haven't even asked for the money yet. We got to get your 2 people. We got to get your 20%. Get them seeing themselves doing it first. And then we're going to get you to team developer. And now they're seeing success. They haven't even started, but they're seeing success. They're seeing, well, I don't know what they're seeing, but you got to throw the kitchen sink at them. You don't know what they're going to see. Maybe they like, oh my gosh, I have tax advantages. I could cover my car payment. But here's all they're hearing. Someone is there. You're taking away the fear and doubt. Because that's what people are. When I was selling health club memberships, people were scared to death to start exercising. And I would say, don't worry, Mary. Same thing. I got you. I'm going to take you through your first workout. I'm going to show you how to use every single machine. See, back then it was circuit training. I'm going to take you through your first circuit, Mary. Don't worry. I got you, girl. Same thing. You're dealing with the same people. Don't worry. We're going to walk you through. I'm going to help you get to team developer. When is the last time you said that? Okay, and I'm just asking. And then, of course, we show the simplicity. We show the simplicity of how simple this business really is. Because I don't want them to ever think, ever, that they have to learn something. Because I don't need you to think, I got you. I don't need Mary to understand how the Smith machine works or how the life cycle works. I understand how it works. Mary, here, look at, get on the bike. Beep, 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 start pedaling. All she hears is what? Start pedaling. But if I said, here's the life cycle, okay, you got to figure out, first of all, here's the manual on how it works. She won't ever pedal. It's the same thing here. If people leave that opportunity presentation or whatever they received and they think they have to learn something, procrastination. Don't worry, John, I got you. Let me tell you how simple this is. We're going to make your list together and we're going to start getting this message out. We're going to start making some phone calls together. And when we get bites, because we're going to get some bites, and we're going to start to now design, okay, who we're going to talk to first. If someone's telling me that, and I'm brand new, I go, wow, this is cool. I got somebody that's got me. We got you on the follow-up. See, sometimes afterwards, you have to walk people through it again. Because you know what starts to happen when you do this? Any objections or concerns, they're going to let you know. Isn't the worst thing that somebody, right, gets on a presentation, you don't do the right follow-up, and you go, well, I don't know what happened. No one joined. Well, because maybe we're not following through with what was said on the call. What do I always say? Whoever got you on this call is going to be calling you right back. And they're going to walk you through. All they're going to ask you, I'm trying to set this up for you. They're going to call you up and ask you one question. Do you want to make money slow or fast? Now, if they're not receiving that call right afterwards, guess what they're probably thinking? Well, they're probably not going to do what they say they're going to do. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I'm just showing you how to better your chances of getting people to make a decision. Nothing's perfect. Nothing's magical that comes out of your mouth that everybody's going to do it. People are people. But I'm showing you how to get people. One thing you do know, if people receive the information, right, and they started taking necessary steps to get more information, you know there's an interest. Right? We used to say the same thing. They didn't walk into the health club because they weren't interested. You got them now. If they didn't make the decision, we took it on as our responsibility that we didn't paint the picture well enough because they had the interest, right? So let's all look in the mirror and say, what can we do better if we've had lots of people coming through our system? Our health club is what? The 2-minute video. That's our health club. That's our infrastructure. I don't have a 100,000 square foot club to give them a tour of. Our tour is the 2-minute video. Our tour is taking them through the presentation. And then normally, and I'm telling you from a lot of experience, normally the breakdown is the follow-up immediately. I had a girl on the call the other day. And right after the call, I called her. Okay, right after. Okay, she picked up and I just walked her through, but she still needed a little bit more information. I said, okay, let's get that question answered. And I said, what is it? And she said, I have to ask my husband. I said, okay, is your husband there? No, he's not here. When will he be back? See, I took it to another, I just took it, I kept pushing. Well, he'll be back in 30 minutes. I go, can we do a 3-way call? Because he has seen the 2-minute video, right? I go, this way you could tell him how excited you are. Let's do a 3-way call. But see, some people would leave it right there. Oh, you got to ask your husband. I got it. Okay, let me know. Click. See, this is we have to be the one. And then once I show everybody, guys, here's what I want you to start to do. And you could go to Chad and Natita's site. Okay, and you could download this paper app. Because once I walk people through, okay, I'm always going to be talking to people in an assumptive manner. Because why would I ever think they wouldn't want what this business could give them? Who wouldn't want something on that globe? So you have to make the assumption because they're receiving the information. Don't you believe in your heart that anybody who watches a presentation, there's some interest being created? Creating interest? Okay, you got to use that and just assume it until they stop you. You assume until they stop you. So once I walk people through everything, I'm going to say, Mary, let me get you started and get your website up and running. Assumptive. So how do you want your name to read, okay, on your website? I'm not going to go through username. This is a big problem. Let's think of a username. Oh, I don't know. Well, we're giving them the objection. Forget the username right now. Okay, how do you want, what do you want your name? We want your name to match, okay, because we're going to get you paid correctly. So how do you want your name to read? I go about pay, because you're going to get direct deposit, Mary, direct deposit into your account. We pay weekly. See, now I'm thinking earning money. So, okay, so it's Mary, and take the information down. Because if she gives you the name, this is called a force of action close. What's the exact spelling of your last name, Mary? Boom. What's your date of birth? Got to make sure. Boom. She's giving you the information, right? Is your shipping address different? My city, my state. Okay, all this stuff. Now, Mary, based on what you saw, you understood the different packages, right? Now, here's where you might get pushback or not, but you've already got what? Some information. She's given it to you. So now, Mary, based on what you saw, where would you start your business? Because you're doing this for the business side, right? So do you want the family pack or the premium pack? I don't say single. She already committed. She wants to build the business. Okay, Jeff, let's just do the family pack. Okay. Click. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready yet, Jeff. But see, what I'm doing, I'm walking her through this. Okay, so hang on a second now, Mary. Okay, is it the money? Because here's how we do this. Most people, here's what they do. They use a credit card. Most people who start a business don't use their money, right? They put it on credit. Because if you remember, Mary, we're going to start to get you, I want to show you the $2,000 plan. But see, I want you guys to call back people and get them moving quickly. And you'll find this happening a lot. If you do this, they go, yeah, family package, perfect, click. Now, the bios end, you want to add the bios end? Of course, we want the loyalty. Assumptive. Let them stop you. Because if they stop you, now you could really hear the real concern. And now you could walk them through it. But sometimes it'll go this smoothly, and you'll have all the information, and you'll have everything, and you put it in. You put it in the system. But see, a lot of us are saying, well, I'm sending you my link. Okay, then all of a sudden they click the link, they can't get it up, and we've stalled it. If you're really getting somebody started, you walk them through. This is called an assumptive and force of action close. Some of you need to take this next step to help you with your business, okay? As I wipe my nose, okay, on my shirt. I'm getting too comfortable with all you people, okay? So that's how you do it. So you're building value, you're recapping, you're very assumptive, right? You're finding out what they really want. You're getting them to think about earning money versus spending money. A lot of us are calling people up and go, okay, you ready for the premium pack? All the messages is spending money. No, let me show you the value. Let me show you how I'm going to be here every step of the way. That might take 15 minutes. Now let's get your setup. Let's get your website set up. See, I'm not talking about money still. Let's get your website set up. Let's get you in the system, right? So the company has the mechanism to start paying you, because you get paid weekly, Mary. So how do you want your name to read? And you just walk them through and just keep going through till they stop you. If they stop, pause, right? And let's find out what the real concerns are. At least you know where they are. So I want you guys to start getting better and confident. This is why it's important to be on these calls. And you have to transfer the same thing we're saying on the calls to the follow-up right afterwards. And if you're on other people's calls, what is their system? It's all the same thing. Everybody wants to get people started. I'm just showing you how we do it. So sometimes you got to take on versus here's my link. So anyway, that's the training today, guys. Remember, tonight's call, 6 o'clock. Go to my page, share it with as many people as you can. Let's really get a lot of people on this call tonight, right? And let's close up this pay cycle with a bang. Coming into Vegas with momentum. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. This has been recorded and it'll be on my YouTube channel. Thank you, guys.